Muslim people, they're telling the lie to other people. They don't know about their own book.
I'm not telling this to anybody.
No, did you telling me that Allah wrote down the Quran? I don't know how many people you told these things.
Okay.
Any question?
I'm just reading it.
Sure. Are you Christian, Muslim?
I'm Muslim.
Okay, beautiful. Pick a one question and answer from there.
The second question's interesting. Who wrote the Quran?
Yes.
So you think, are you Christian?
Yes, I'm Christian.
Okay. So what do you believe?
No, I'm not believe. I mean, I just want to know that who wrote the Quran.
Well, God wrote the Quran. I think that's the main difference between like Islam and other religions.
So where does
But then-
God say that I wrote the Quran? Where'd you got that one?
Where does God say He wrote the
Yeah.
Quran? It says in the Quran that it's revealed.
Sure. So you saying that Quran saying that Allah wrote the Quran?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not super knowledgeable about this, but yeah, I am.
But
do
you
know
claim,
that-
brother, you're claiming it.
Yeah.
If you claim something, so you should have a backup.
That's true. I don't know the exact passage, but
Are you Christian, Muslim? See, if you're gonna tell her something, she's gonna believe you because whatever you're gonna tell her, she's gonna believe it. But I know the Quran very well. So if you do not know, don't say to people because see, that's why you're disputing and giving a wrong information.
I'm not okay. If you've seen something somewhere, you've seen it in the Quran. You don't remember exactly where.
It's not in the Quran,
It's
brother.
not in the Quran.
That's why you're lying to people. That's why people they lie to you. Yeah, and I'm just saying that it's coming from the other people. Okay,
Okay.
Allah wrote the Quran or God wrote the Quran. That's why you're telling it. But that's not true. Because the people they know, they will tell you right away that's not true. But the people like her or hundreds of thousands of people, when you're going to tell them, they're going to start believing it. But Allah never wrote the Quran.
So who do you think wrote the Quran?
We don't know. It's a mystery.
Okay. Do you know who wrote the Bible?
Yeah, Bible written by 40 different authors.
40.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know who all 40 are?
Yeah, if the name of the book like a Matthew, Luke, John, those are the name of that.
Right, but that wasn't actually Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
That's
that wrote
fine.
the
You can
Bible.
claim that. Okay, forgive me. Who wrote Surah Muhammad?
Surah Muhammad?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a surah.
No, there's a name of the Surah Muhammad is 47. Surah chapter 47. Who wrote the 47? Or Surah Baqarah, okay, number 2. Who wrote that?
All of the Quran was written by God. It was revealed to
See,
Muhammad.
that's exactly, you are misled,
Okay.
That when giving your name, Matthew wrote down and then you say, no, that's not true because see, that have been telling you the lie to you guys. You have no idea about your book and you're telling other people about the other book. How
Okay.
fair is that?
Okay, so you say the Bible has 40 authors.
That's right.
You know exactly who those 40 authors are.
That's why I say Matthew,
All of
John.
them.
Yeah, those are the name of the book. Who wrote the
Matthew,
name?
Mark, Luke, and John is 4.
Yeah, that's
Who's
it.
the others?
So here, okay, if you want to look, let me give you that. The 5 book of the Torah, that's wrote by Moses, okay. And then if you go any book, you say that Amos, that's what he wrote down. And then if you say Psalm, Isaiah, that is Isaiah wrote down. So if you say Psalm, David wrote down. So that every book has a writer. But you guys don't
And
have
when did-
anything.
So when did these writers live?
There's a question is that I'm not talking about historical question, okay? That's history question. That's different, long, okay? But you, if I ask you
I
the
mean, we're
same,
just having a conversation. Like,
yeah,
it
but
doesn't
if
have
I'm
to
gonna
be-
see, you do not know about your Quran.
Okay, that's
So,
fine. I
yeah.
didn't claim to. I didn't claim to.
No, you did claim that Allah wrote down the Quran.
Yeah.
But how you gonna? I give you the name, okay? If I give you same, if I use the same token, I say that give me this person who wrote the name, okay? This Surah Baqarah, who wrote down?
I've already answered the question.
Well, who?
God wrote it.
No, but that's not true.
Okay. You can make that claim too.
No, I'm not making. I'm challenging you. Prove me from the Quran.
Do you have evidence that it wasn't?
This Baqarah, who wrote down? Yeah, show me that. Who wrote down?
Okay, I mean, listen, like we can. You want me to look it up and I
Sure.
can tell you?
Go ahead. Look it up. Yeah. Did you study Quran? Did you read the Quran?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
So that's the other question. You have to read your book. But
Yeah,
that's okay.
this is fine. I just want to have a conversation.
Sure,
I'm
go
not-
ahead.
Like I have beliefs. It doesn't mean I have evidence for every single thing I believe.
No, brother. My concern is Muslim people. They're telling the lie to other people. They don't know about their own
I'm
book.
not telling this to anybody.
No, did you telling me that Allah wrote down the Quran? I don't know how many people you told these things.
Okay. want to watch a video?
So you trust on video the person who's saying that?
I mean, if
Who's
they have
that?
a, if
Zakir Naik or Sheikh Uthman? Who's that? Who's?
they have a verse from the Quran, wouldn't that be proof?
I need, brother, if you want to listen people, okay, I'm saying I'm a prophet. I'm a
Okay,
last prophet.
Let me ask you a question. If it said in the Quran that it
Sure.
was revealed by God,
Okay, revealed by God? Sure.
If
I
it
will
said-
believe it, yeah. I
if it
believe it.
says in the
Anything in the
Quran-
Quran, yes. Anything from the Quran, I will. I will not listen to anybody else. If
But
it's
you-
in the Quran, I will understand that. Then I will believe it. That's saying that. So anything from the Quran, yeah.
let's see. Let's see.
Give me
And you said, are you Arab?
Surisa? No,
Yeah,
I'm from
no?
Pakistan. So
Okay.
Nisa number 3, okay.
136.
136.
Okay, so right here it says, believe in Allah and His messengers, and the scripture which He has sent to His messenger, and the scripture which He sent to those before Him.
Okay. No, but you said that Allah wrote that the Quran.
This says Allah sent the scripture to the messenger.
Which scripture is that and which prophet is here?
This is the scripture, brother. This is the Quran.
No, I know that's what you believe. I have no problem with that. Okay?
Okay.
I have no problem. Where it said that is Quran here?
Okay, wait. Before I said if I find a verse that says this was revealed by God
To who?
in the Quran, you would accept it.
Yes.
Right here it says,
Yeah.
believe in
you
God
Uh-huh.
and His messenger,
Who's the messenger is here? Messenger is a title. That's right.
His messenger.
Yeah. Who's that?
His
He's-
messenger is always Muhammad in this book. Always.
If I give you the messenger other than Moses was a messenger.
Moses was a messenger.
So,
What do you mean so?
like I said, which messenger is talking about? If I say you are a student, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how I'm going to know that which student I'm talking about? You're all a student.
Yeah.
So that's a title, all right?
Right.
Student is a title. So messenger is a title.
Sure, let me answer that.
Sure.
Allah has many messengers.
That's right.
He revealed many scripture throughout
Sure.
the time. He
Sure.
revealed it to Moses, He revealed it to Jesus, He revealed it to all the other prophets.
Sure.
They all had their own message to send.
Sure.
In this book, this is referring to Muhammad. When he talks about the last prophet in this book, his messenger is Muhammad.
I
When
understand
it
that's what
says,
you believe.
when it says
I believe.
believe in his scripture, it's referring to all the scripture he has ever sent down.
That's your belief, brother. I wanted to know where it say that I reveal the Quran to Muhammad or I give this Quran to Muhammad. Where's Muhammad here? He's a messenger, is a title. It can be used for anybody.
Can I ask you a question about the Bible then
Sure.
that's related to this?
Sure.
So, do you believe Jesus is God?
Jesus, Son of God, according to Quran, yes.
According to the Quran,
Yeah.
he's the Son of God.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say according to the Bible.
No, why you have to go to the Bible?
Because I want
Do
to...
you believe the Bible?
Yeah, I'm going to use...
So you believe the Bible?
No,
No.
Calm down.
My
Just calm
question
down a
is
little
that-
bit. We're just talking.
No, I'm saying, do you believe the Bible? If I show you,
I want to ask you the same question you're asking me
that's
in
what
the
I'm
Bible.
saying. If I'm gonna give you from the Bible,
Okay.
do you believe the Bible?
No, I don't believe it.
So what good is that?
Exactly. So do you believe the Quran?
Yes, if something coming from the Quran, I will believe it. Yes, I have no problem. If something you show me from the Quran, I believe it.
So when it says in the Quran there's only one God, you believe that?
We're not talking about the God here, one God. We believe, okay, yeah, we'll talk about the God. There has no problem. This is a different topic. I said, right now we're talking about you saying that the messenger, it's Muhammad, Quran gave it to Muhammad, or the Quran wrote down Muhammad. That's right?
That's
so we
fine.
are on the same topic. So
I just
sure.
want to make sure this logic is consistent. So you're saying if you see something in the Quran, you
I
will
will
accept
agree.
it
Yes,
fully.
sure.
So in the Quran, if it says there's one God,
Okay, that's a different topic.
no.
Yes.
This is the same topic. We're on the logic of this. You said if there's something written in the Quran
Okay.
You
No.
will believe it.
See, I'm telling you.
Okay.
If you show me something, what we're talking about, if you're saying that Allah is one,
Okay.
we have no problem. But I'm going to ask you again the question: who said Allah is one?
Exactly. So you don't believe the Quran. If you're trying to invalidate what the Quran says, which is so you're not going to believe it if it just says it in the Quran.
If I say that you are brother, you are messenger, all right? I'm saying that brother, you are a last messenger, okay? Will you believe that I'm telling the truth?
No, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
saying just because it says it in the Quran doesn't mean you're going to accept it because you don't believe in the
No,
Quran.
because see, I want to make
So
sure
there's
that
no point in me showing you things in the Quran if you don't believe the Quran.
okay,
Right?
so what I'm saying that if you're saying that Allah is one, all right? So who's supposed to? If I said Allah is not one, all right? Allah is two, all right?
Exactly.
For example, all right?
Exactly.
So
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. But
So there's no point in me showing you verses from the Quran.
No, because you have to tell me if Allah is saying that this Quran come from Allah. That's right.
Yes.
So I just want to make sure how do you know that it's coming from Allah?
Okay. I just showed you this verse.
Which verse? What is verse is talking about? 136.
Where were we? Yeah, 136.
136. Yeah.
Here, maybe I can read it in Arabic. Sometimes the translations
Sure.
are a bit. Where's 136?
136. Yes, that's the one.
This one.
Yeah. Read from here. Yeah.
This is 135?
No,
To
that's
136.
136. Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty similar.
Very simple. Yes. Very simple.
Yeah, this is saying
What is it
believe in God,
Yeah.
believe in His messengers.
But who's saying that anyway?
This is what I'm saying. If I show you a verse from the Quran and you don't believe in the Quran, you don't believe it's valid, there's no point in me showing you a verse.
Oh, if somebody
This is
was,
like this.
if
It's
I,
the same thing. Let me give you an example.
Sure.
I don't believe the Bible was perfectly preserved.
That's
Okay,
fine.
this is
That's
what
your
I
belief.
do.
I have
Exactly.
nothing wrong with the belief.
Sure, exactly. So, if you show me something from the Bible that says, there's the Holy Trinity, Jesus is God, the Spirit is God, the Father is God, I'm not going to believe it because I don't believe the Bible is preserved. You don't believe what's in the Quran because you don't believe in the Quran.
No, look, bro.
It's
again,
the same. It's
no,
the same thing.
No. I said that if you show me that what you're claiming it from the Quran, I have no problem. If you telling
do.
me, yeah, I don't even know.
You do.
If you're telling me,
now you're asking me.
yeah, who's saying that?
Exactly. This is
You're
what I'm
laughing
saying.
on your Quran, bro.
This verse.
Yeah, who's saying? Okay.
This verse says
why
it was
so
sent by
difficult?
God.
Why it's so difficult? If I say who's saying that, why so difficult to explain?
It's not difficult. The verse is right there.
Yeah, verse is right there. I know that. Oh, say, oh, you who believe. Okay, who's saying that? Oh, you believe. So difficult.
It's not
so
difficult at all. Like
so give me a simple,
the verse is
simple.
right.
I know verse is there, written is here. I understand that. Oh, but you believe. So who's saying that?
God is saying that
To who?
to His followers, to the prophet, to reveal the
No,
message.
give me again one thing. Who he's saying to?
God is saying this to Muhammad in the cave. That's where it was revealed to him.
Okay,
These were all these.
I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that God told Muhammad in the cave. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
So God spoke to Muhammad.
No, not God. The angel. Angel Gabriel.
Okay.
spoke to God.
So put on the side.
to Muhammad.
So God did not speak to Muhammad. That's right. That's clear.
God spoke to Muhammad through the angel Gabriel.
Okay. So like I said, God directly did not speak to Muhammad. So angel spoke to
Sure,
Muhammad.
sure,
That's right.
sure.
So who told you angel spoke to Muhammad?
Who told me the angel spoke to Muhammad?
Yes.
In the book where it says this is revealed by God.
No. Again. Now you again. Who's told you that Jabril or angel spoke to Muhammad? Who told you that? Where'd you got that one?
Pretty sure it's also in the Quran. We can look this up. if you
Sure.
want.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Can I look at these?
Sure. Yeah.
Davey,
Just grab
you
it
don't
from
have
the
to
top.
wait. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, grab it from the top one.
Oh, for the top
Kind
one.
of having fun. Surah 96, the cloths.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. in
Yeah,
Arabic
that's
yet.
the Quran, this one.
But also in the hadith, but I know.
No, let's
you
go
don't
to
believe in
96.
hadith.
Oh, why did you say that? I don't believe in these.
Oh, do you?
Do
I
you
don't-
believe
Yeah,
it?
you're right. I shouldn't assume.
Okay.
Let's see. 96, 1 through 5.
Sure.
Is this 96?
Yeah.
This is 95.
No, this 96 here. Yeah, this one here 96 here. This one here.
This is 10.
No, don't worry about this.
Not
This
the
is the
clock.
2. There's a 2. One bottom one is a 96. Surah Al-Haq.
Can I see the next page?
Sure. Do you want Arabic? I can give Arabic Quran if you want.
If this is Surah...
Al-Haq.
Oh, yeah,
that's
correct. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really say it. Let me see.
So it's not in here?
No, not that
Okay.
one. You want to talk too?
No, you're good. I don't
Okay.
want to interrupt you guys. I'll talk to him after.
For sure.
Are you discussing where it says it came from Gabriel?
Yes. Yeah.
What was that?
Maybe it's only in the hadith. Maybe it's not in... Maybe it's not in the Quran itself. I don't know. This is saying something different than what's in here. So...
That's from internet? Yeah, so that's why
Yeah, that's
sometimes
fine.
I don't believe in internet
yeah.
because they give
True.
wrong information.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's only in hadith. And I don't know where in hadith. But
So you believing it without knowing that this coming from God?
I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of like videos discussing Christianity. My roommate's Christian, so I talk to him all the time about Christianity. And I like learn a lot of things about that. I'm not gonna remember every single thing I see. Like for example, if you go to a class, you know something is true. You don't remember the evidence for it. It's the same thing. But you're right. I should know more.
Oh my God.
But we're going back to the same problem. It's not about the details. It's about the logic. If you show me something in the Bible and I don't believe in the Bible, then what it says in the Bible doesn't really matter. It's the same thing for you. You're asking me to show you stuff in the Quran. You don't believe in the Quran.
You did not
So
show
it's-
me anything, brother. So far, you did not show me anything. All right. So you watch your video, you will understand what I'm talking about. But now you jumping to the Bible. Bible has no same. Is a different way.
So
okay?
when I showed
So-
you that passage,
What passage?
the one we were just at.
The Surah Nisa 36.
Nisa,
Yeah,
yes.
but who's saying that to? Who?
Yeah, exactly. So
Not exactly.
the
What you mean
first,
saying?
the first question you asked me, where does it say that this was revealed by God, right? Was that
No,
your...
no. You say that first thing. Allah wrote down the Quran.
Sure,
I
yeah.
said so. Well, show me from Quran. Where's Allah say I wrote this Quran?
Sure. So
All
when
right?
I showed you a passage that said, believe in what I have revealed to you.
Yeah, that's why Surah Nisa 36
Okay.
you told me, but that's not.
Okay, and
that's why I asked you. So who
Then
said?
you asked me another question.
No, I didn't ask you because
Yeah.
see, you tried to show me Allah wrote down, but you said no. That's revealed to Muhammad. But then is a different question comes. So I just asked you that how do you know that revealed to Quran?
Are you
to
asking me like physically who wrote it down?
Of course,
Because
yeah.
it was revealed to Muhammad. Muhammad talked to his companions. His
Okay.
companions wrote it down.
So when I asked you earlier, very first thing I asked you that who wrote the Quran, so you say Allah wrote the Quran. So you didn't understand the question?
I mean, it can be understood in multiple ways. Who was the author of the Quran? Allah was the author. But who physically wrote it down on paper? It's not.
Okay,
Of course it's not
how do you
God.
know that Allah is the author? Did it say anywhere that Allah is the author of this Quran?
Yeah, when it says believe in what I have revealed to you.
No, author mean.
Okay,
you know
so you're
what
talking
author
about
means?
physically who wrote it down.
Yeah,
So
but
this
now
is a
you say
different question.
no. The other question comes. You said author of Quran is Allah. How do you know that the author of Quran is Allah?
Okay, let me give you an example. If I am a teacher and I have students, I teach them information about trees. Then these students take down what they've learned from me about trees and they write a book about trees. Who's the author of that book?
Whoever wrote down.
Whoever wrote it?
Yeah.
So who's the one that told them that
But
information?
that's not, I'm talking the source. I'm not talking the source.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking source. So,
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
So the source of the Quran, I'd say, is God. The authors
how'd you
are
know
his
that?
companions.
How'd you know that?
Because it says it in the
Where it says that? That's my question. Where it says that?
right where I showed you, Surah An-Nisa. It said,
But he
believe
said,
in
who
what
you
I've
believe.
revealed to
So
you.
I'm saying that who's saying that, brother? That, like I say, okay, if I'm telling you something, so you will ask me who said that. So you're gonna say Tony said that, okay? So you're gonna use the name, all right?
So, okay, so
let
you
me
want
go
it,
back to this same.
So you wanted to say, I, Allah, have revealed to you. What do you want it to say?
No, no.
What should
Whatever
it say?
you're saying, I just want you to show me what you're saying. That you say that Allah wrote the Quran. I never say anything. You say Allah wrote the Quran, and I ask you, you claiming it to show me from the Quran. Allah say that He wrote the Quran.
Okay, let's
If
change.
you don't say that, that's
sure,
a different story.
Let's
Yeah.
change the word.
Yeah.
Allah did not physically write the Quran. Allah
Okay.
revealed the information. The information was written by the
So
companions
who
of
wrote the
Muhammad.
Quran?
The companions of
Companion is a title.
Muhammad. Do you want me to look up the names? Sure.
You can, I guess.
Can I ask a question while he looks? Was it true the Quran wasn't put together until after the death of Muhammad?
Yeah, Quran came after Muhammad's death. Yes.
How
There-
much longer after his death?
Oh, probably 5 years, 10 years. There's nothing fixed, but that's okay. I mean, people they die, the books
Yeah,
comes
for
after.
sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I gotta go. Let me grab a few
sure,
of these real
sure,
quick.
sure,
Can I grab one?
sure, sure. Right, you can get as many. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is very good one too.
Is it going?
Muhammad
Okay.
Life, yeah. All
God bless you.
God bless you, man. Take care.
Okay, so from what I know, there was like 10 of them, but the 4 main ones. I mean, do you want names? What do you want me
Yeah,
to
show
show
me
you?
from the Quran. Yeah, what's the name of it?
What do you mean, show me from the Quran?
That's why you said, show me from the Quran. Who wrote the Quran?
No. You asked me who wrote the Quran. I
Yeah.
said the companions of Muhammad wrote the Quran.
Yeah, but
Do you
that's
want
a
that?
title
And then
name.
you said that's a title. So
Yeah, the
do you-
name.
These are the names.
Yeah, but give me the ayah. Which chapter is that? Which chapter is
why
it?
would it? Why would that be in the Quran?
So why is not in the Quran? Quran said, I give you in detail for all things. Allah claiming that your Allah Quran, whoever wrote the Quran, he claimed that I give you detail for all things, and he never said go out of the Quran.
Okay, see, this is just a bit unrealistic. Back in the time, it was exactly known who wrote the Quran. The followers of Muhammad were very well known. These are not random people. We have autobiographies of them right now.
You don't have anybody, but that's okay. Whatever
Okay.
you claim. But my question is that, so
Well-
you don't trust your Allah?
No. Hold on.
Do you trust your Allah?
Hold on. I'm not.
Sure.
Let me
Sure,
speak
sure.
first.
Take your time.
The Quran is the words of God.
No,
That's what I believe. That's
so-
what I believe.
So believing, believing
Sure,
has no
sure,
problem. Okay.
sure. Let me-
I believe I'm a millionaire.
Of course. Maybe you are.
No, I am not. I'm just lying to you.
Let me finish my statement.
Yeah.
I believe. You don't have to believe this. I believe the Quran is the words of God.
Okay, I'm the richest person in the
Just
world.
Let me finish the sentence.
Well,
man.
believing is not
Just
going
let
to
me
do any
finish the
good, bro.
sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
You cannot put your own name down where God's words are. The words of God are supposed to be unchanged. He reveals a message, and that's put into this book. This book was physically written by these companions, and I can show you the names of the
Sure,
companions.
sure. Where,
There's no reason for the names of the companions to be in the book.
why not?
Why would it?
Because the Quran claimed that.
The Quran claims that the people who wrote the Quran are in the
No,
Quran.
Quran saying that I give you detail for all things. And Quran said, do not go up. Where's the Quran say go out of the Quran to to get something? Where'd you getting this one name?
So you want the Quran to have every piece of information in the world ever?
That's Quran. I'm not talking about how you build that house and all that. Whatever is in the Quran about the Quran is in the detail. That's what Allah claiming it. Yeah, whoever the author is,
the
that, not
Quran
Allah.
give you details for all things.
Yes, whatever is in the Quran. Yes.
Why
Because-
is that what that means?
I mean, that's what the Quran, whoever the author is, whoever the author is saying that I give you detail for whatever is in the Quran is. So why you have to, and tell me why I have to go, Quran say that, show me one ayah, Quran say that go to out of the Quran. Show me one ayah.
I don't really understand what you're saying.
Because you don't want to understand that. Okay, I'm saying why you are going out of the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
Quran never say that go to things to get information out for the Quran for out of Quran.
Okay. The Quran, again, please don't cut me off, because I'm just saying it's my belief. The Quran is the words of God. If I am the student, again, I'm the teacher, I'm teaching about trees, okay? And we are the students.
Yeah,
And I'm
repeating
writing
something.
about,
I
and I'm
understand.
writing about trees.
I'm enough to understand.
I'm not going to write about
repeating
trees
same thing.
and then say, I wrote this text.
Okay, if
There's no reason for that.
no, of course. If look, again, can you read any book without author name?
Can I read any book without author name?
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
say, if you go to the your
Yeah,
class,
of
all right,
course,
your
of course,
class.
of
Okay,
course.
so there's a scientist student, all right.
Of course
you can. So you have a book with author name, without author name. Any in the book in the class?
There's so much text
I'm
in this
talk-
world that
I'm
where you
not
don't
talking
know who
about
the
that.
author is.
I'm sorry. Which one is it? Give me that. So you're gonna believe that there's no author is there? You're gonna believe it?
Do you think every piece
No.
of literature in the world has an author next to it?
Whoever wrote down, yes, of course they should have it. I
Some-
don't, no, but my question is that if you do not have the name, will you believe somebody wrote down and you don't know that? Just like I know Quran is one of the book has no author, so you're believing it. But I will not go for it. I mean, Muslim can do that because they don't have any author name of the Quran, so they can go to any other book. But I will not. I need to know that who wrote the Quran, or somebody book wrote that. I will not go to any book that doesn't have a name.
So the 40 authors in the Bible, you know exactly who they are, their autobiography, what they did in their life, their last name.
We don't have a claim. We don't have a claim to everything in the Bible. We never say that. This is Quran claiming it. We're not saying that. Okay. This
What do
is
you
a
mean
different.
amend?
I
What
mean,
was
we
the word
don't-
you said?
I said that we're not claiming in the Bible. Okay, everything is in the Quran, a Bible. All right. But the Quran claiming it, everything what is related with it, so do not go to out of the Quran. We don't have anything like that in the Bible, according to Bible. We can go we have a different sources, we have a different, so but Quran claiming
Okay.
it, and Quran never say that go to out of the Quran. So Quran saying that I completed today the Quran
Sure.
for in detail for everything.
Sure, but that's not a literal word. It's not detailed for absolutely everything.
Well, show me that where it says detail is not everything.
Well, show me where it says it is everything.
Okay, I'll show you
This
that.
is,
Okay.
this is a metaphor. The Quran is like a poetic thing. It's not.
Oh, it's
not
format.
everything. Not
So
everything is
Kulu
literal.
Allah Ahad is formatic. I mean, Kulu Allah Ahad. How are you going to take it? That one. His verse is pharamatical or what?
Not
Yeah.
no.
So
Okay, now you're misrepresenting what I said. Not everything in the Quran is either literal or metaphorical. There's a
okay.
mixture.
So who going to decide this is literal or this is metaphor? So.
I mean, that's up to the scholars that know a lot more than I do, right?
But bro, my question
I'm not a Quran expert.
I'm not saying that you are expert. We are talking earlier. We said that we are talking.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not a scholar. Neither you are a scholar.
Yeah.
We are talking about only Quran. But
Yeah.
what Quran claiming that whoever the author is that I give you detail for all things in here. Okay. So my question is that.
Wait, hold on. Does it say I give you detail for all
sure,
things?
yeah,
for
yeah,
all
I'm good,
things
yeah.
in the Quran?
The all thing is what is that all thing then?
Huh?
How are you going to take it all thing in the Quran? He's talking about this book. Okay, let me give you that. Let me go to that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
'Cause
let
if
me
it
go
says
to.
I'd give you detail for all
Yeah,
things,
detail for. Let me give you that detail. I have that here.
It doesn't mean that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that. Let's go to make you happy. So, okay, this book is who versus are were perfect and the fully explained. So we're talking about this book, which is this book.
Sure, yeah.
All right, and then we have revealed you the book as explanation for all things.
Yeah, as an explanation of all things.
All things. So this book is talking about.
That's very different than what you were saying.
What I'm saying, I'm saying that whoever is the author of that, he say that they give you in detail for all things.
No,
But you say that where is it this book or this Quran? So
No. I'm agreeing that the Quran says this, but what I'm saying,
all things.
this
He said
sentence
of
is
all
different than what
things.
you were saying.
No.
We
okay.
have revealed to you the book as an explanation.
For all things.
Explanation of all
yeah,
things.
all
So
things
all
in detail. And
okay.
Let's go to more. Okay, I gave you a detailed explanation for all things.
Of
So
all
there's-
things,
yeah,
a guide.
so, yeah,
a guide,
details.
like how to live in this world. An explanation for
Okay,
all
where'd
things.
you get that one? So all things, yeah. So all things, what you mean? So why? Okay, my question is that I give you a couple verses. Show me Quran is saying that go to out of Quran.
I don't really know what that means. What do you mean Quran says go to out of Quran?
Why are you going to the Hadith or the books are you looking for? What you're saying, the four names.
When did I go to the Hadith?
Four names. Where'd you get
The
those phone names?
authors?
Yeah,
Where did I get it?
yeah. Did somebody randomly put it on the
No,
Google?
these people are very well tracked. We know the lineage. We know the whole lineage.
What's the lineage of Muhammad?
I don't know the names by heart. Do you want me to look it up?
You don't have a lineage of Muhammad. How are you talking with other people?
We do. We
No,
do
you
have
don't.
it.
You don't.
Yeah, we do.
When Muhammad born? Where's
Like
he come from?
6 in Saudi Arabia, Mecca. And
Oh, well,
like,
that's how you read somebody so that. What's the proof you have? Nothing. Yeah, people they're telling you that. There's no proof. How do you know that Quran came from God?
we're getting back to the same original
Yes, we're
problem.
not done yet.
Because when I showed you a verse that said, "Believe in all things that
Let's
God
go
has
again.
revealed to
Yeah,
you,"
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You said you started
who said
questioning.
that? Yeah, who
yeah,
said
exactly.
that? Yeah, who's saying that? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So you say the angel say that. So you don't. You said the angel spoke to Muhammad. They say I'm going to show you the verse. So then you change the topic. So did not
No.
show me one time. Okay, show me
I'm
again.
not
Let's go
sh-
back. Let's go back to
Okay,
zero.
hold on.
Sure.
Let's slow down a little bit.
Sure.
I'm not jumping around.
Sure.
First, you asked me, where does it say God?
Allah wrote down the Quran.
Allah wrote down the Quran.
You didn't show me anything.
Okay. Then I showed you a verse that said that it was revealed to him. Then you said, how do we know who wrote this book? And then I started answering that question. I'm not jumping around anywhere.
That's
I'm
fine.
just
You watch your
following
video,
your
bro.
train of thought.
I know what I'm asking you. But simple, you said that Gabriel was talking to Muhammad. That's right.
Yes.
You try to look for the verse. I didn't get any verse from you.
So now you want me to find
There
where
have
it
been,
says
yeah,
Jibreel
was talking to, and we went to
Let's go
Ikra
back.
Bismillah, that's why 96 you show me, and then you said that's not the one, so you're looking for other one. You didn't show me anything other one.
Sure. Let's look it up. Let's go back to it. I think I was looking in the wrong place.
So 96?
96.
Okay, sure.
Should be Al.
Sure. Here you go.
Can I put
This
it down
one,
in there?
Sure. You can take the Arabic Quran if you want. Take the Arabic one, it will be more better.
Well, I can't read Arabic
Oh, you
that
can?
well.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
just
that's fine. Sure.
I know the basics.
Okay.
Makes us use an organic, but that takes hours to even get this.
I think it's just because I like to make friends with people that like stand off.
Okay, yeah, so it doesn't specifically say Yeah, I mean, this isn't strong evidence.
Quran is not strong
Whereas-
evidence for anything.
No, I don't.
Anything you talk will go. Anything, not only that one.
Yeah, that's okay. That's your belief, but
I can
Yeah,
tell you,
this
bros,
isn't really-
read the Quran carefully and leave Islam as soon as possible because that's not going to take you anywhere.
can I ask you questions about the Bible?
Sure, go
Because I
ahead.
feel like a lot of these
have.
Sure.
questions that you're asking me, the same
Go
thing
ahead.
can be applied.
Go.
So you're saying the Bible has 40 authors, and I haven't heard that number before. Is there a widely agreed upon number of how many authors the Bible has?
Okay, look. Again, you're gonna go argument. I don't want to argue with you by the Bible. Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna.
I asked you, can I ask you questions about the Bible?
Sure,
You
sure.
said
Okay.
yes.
You say that we have a 40 different author. If you're gonna go.
I didn't say that.
No, I said the 40
Yeah.
different. So I said that how you gonna find out the 40 different authors or whatever you're claiming it. It's
I'm
a
not
Bible.
claiming anything.
Okay, so Bible itself here. Okay. She's talking to you? She doesn't know me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have an author this name. So whatever we have, so that's the 40 different authors. Like a Paul wrote down the most of the New Testament. Okay, so but the question, okay, so whatever we have here is in the Bible. We don't need to go anywhere else to find out about the writers. If you want to know, see if it's sometimes you say that Paul last name, all right? Okay, I don't know. In my time, like if I said 40, 50 years back or 100 years back, we never have a last name. All right. Generally, we don't have a middle name and the first name. Okay, in Pakistan or India, on those times we use only two names. All right. Or nobody knows me. Even my father's name. They know us. But we wrote down the names. Okay. So if I ask you that, give me some pictures from the Jesus time, or
No, I'm
so
not
we're not.
asking
No,
you
no.
to
What
do
I'm
that.
saying that we're not going to have it. Okay. We don't. So whatever we have so many original copy of the manuscript, so nobody can deny that. Okay. We have so many manuscript. Okay, for the Bible. And
You
now,
have the original manuscript of the
original
Bible?
copy of the. We never
Copy.
claim that. We never claim that we have original because it fade out. For the time being, paper if you wrote down, so it faded out. So we have so many copies. So there is no miss and match. Okay.
So
They're not
how do you know the copies of
that's
the
what I said.
manuscript
So,
are
so we
correct?
have. That's what I said. That they are correct. Okay.
How
They
do you
are
know that?
people. That's what I'm saying. The people they wrote down. So we have all evidence for that. And people, whatever. See, I'm going to give you that one example. All right.
Okay.
So if I look before Jesus came to this world. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that something here. I'm going to prove you from why we say the Bible is right,
Okay.
which you cannot have that. So
Okay.
okay.
Is that one, right?
Here, read this one. This is a book of Isaiah. All right. That's read this one here, and I'm going to ask you to read more
This
something.
one?
Yeah. Can you read loud so she can hear too?
No, that's okay. I'm just gonna read it.
Why are you afraid to read? Yeah,
No,
go ahead,
I
read
just
it loud.
don't
I can
really
read that.
wanna read it.
And
Here?
yeah, here it is.
Sure, come in. Read
All right,
it.
go read. Go ahead,
For
read.
unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God.
Okay, so this is 700 years before even Jesus gonna come. It's in the Bible, prophesied for Jesus. All right. I'm gonna give you some more.
Okay,
So
okay,
hold
hold
on. Hold on.
Hold on. So,
Don't forget to eat.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna ask you the same questions you asked
Sure.
me. So this claims something.
Sure.
How do I know what this is saying is true?
Because that's happened. That's why Jesus came.
Okay, no.
I'm sorry.
No.
Jesus. See, I don't want to argue. See, I give you the proof. If you don't want to believe it, that's fine. You're not giving. I'm gonna give some more. Okay, hold on.
This is not proof. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. You don't want to prove it. That's okay. Okay, read this one here. Read from here. Read same thing loud so we can catch the audio too. Read that.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
read
I'll
that? No, I want to have a recording in the
I
mic.
don't really want to read it out loud. No.
So what good is that? You don't want to learn then?
I can read without reading out
No, because
loud.
you're gonna talk about that. So if you can read loud, that will be great.
What's the point of? You already know the verse.
I know, but I just want you to for viewer. We were gonna watch that, so they're gonna be.
I don't really care about the viewer. I'm going to be honest. I'm just reading for myself, right?
Okay.
Okay.
You read this one here.
Okay.
All right. Let me show you. I'm gonna come back to here, and then I'm gonna ask you something here. So
Can I ask you a question first?
sure. Yeah.
So, you're saying this is proof that Jesus was God.
No, I'm not saying that. Jesus is
Okay.
gonna come. That's a prophesied for Jesus. We're not talking about
So
God.
What is the point of you showing me this? Like, what is
So
the
that
proof for?
prophesied before even Jesus gonna come. So
Okay.
Bible. That's why I say Bible is a true. Whatever the prophecy in the Bible is got true.
So you're saying because this prophesized what was going to happen,
Yes.
and then that
700
did
yes.
and then it
yeah.
did happen, then
That's-
it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you know for sure that this was written before Jesus?
But Isaiah, that's okay. If I say something, Moses did something. All right. You believe in Moses. All right. You believe in Moses. All right. So whatever the Moses did, so he was before Jesus or after Jesus?
Moses was before Jesus.
Okay, the Isaiah, the same thing. He was the one of the prophets.
How do you know when this was written?
I'm sorry.
How do you know when this was written?
What?
How do you know when this was written?
Yeah, so you can Google it, and you're gonna find out the authors and who wrote down and when we wrote down. They have all the evidence. Okay.
Sure,
So,
but before
yeah,
we do, this
yeah.
is like a fundamental difference. If something is said in a book, it doesn't make it true.
So that doesn't make it true on this one.
Unless you prove that the book is from God, I think. So,
So no, but you go back to your statement.
Sure.
So how do you know this book is true?
yeah, like I said, unless you can prove that it's from God.
That's right.
Yes.
How do you know that's come from God? You didn't show me, prove me anything.
There's
You're
other.
the belief. You should keep saying a belief. And
I
you know what the
think-
belief means?
I think there's many other proof for the Quran that it's from
There's
God.
nothing. But we'll
You don't
go.
think there's anything?
No, nothing. But I'm gonna.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Quran has any wise piece of advice? Nothing about it is true.
Well, which
Not
is-
a single part about
okay,
it is
look,
true.
look. If I'm
There's a person here that agree with the Bible.
Look. If I'm telling you something, I'm not telling something new. I already a lot of millions of people they know that. Okay. If something is in the Quran, before Quran they already know by people. Right? If you say that something from Quran new, I understand. But whatever is in the Quran is already new by the other people. Bible has everything is in there.
Well, there are differences. For example, the Bible allows you to drink. The Quran doesn't allow you to drink.
Where say the Bible allowed to drink? And where say the Quran say that alcohol or water? Water is not supposed to what? Not supposed.
Alcohol. Yeah, I'm saying drinking alcohol.
Okay, where's the Quran say do not drink alcohol?
Sure.
Okay, but let me go you for this one. No, we're gonna go that. Okay, let me show you from there. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you something here. I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay.
Okay, I just don't want to go to the jump as a topic because you.
Or like stuff like that. Having said we've never like
I try to stay in the Quran because a lot of people they don't understand Bible and they're not going to understand because they believe on something which is not true. So okay, if you
Well,
can
if you
read
want to
that.
have a conversation about this, you have to be willing to talk about your own belief.
No, I see. I'm not challenging anything. You guys challenging something, all right?
This is
No.
your challenge, man.
No, my challenge is why you are Muslim who wrote the Quran. Yeah.
I'm not
Did I say
challenging
anything? Did I say anything about the Bible?
You're the one standing with the sign.
Yeah, so
you're
I-
challenging people.
for-
So you have to be
okay.
willing to talk about your own belief.
No, I don't need to. I'm here because I'm here to talk about your belief, that what you believe.
So you just want to disprove Muslims without proving the Bible.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm here for If you haven't telling, that's fine. That's okay. But I'm here to talk about your Islam here because you guys misled it. That's why I'm here. But anyway, read this one here. Can you read that, please?
This one? Or
Yeah.
This one.
No. Oh, that's Arabic, so I don't know.
Chastity, obedience, repentance, spirit. Okay.
Okay, so how do you know that it's true? Because I told you 700 years before, the book is talking about the Jesus, and this is who is that?
So
And
if
what
the
it is-
Quran makes prophecies and those prophecies turn out to be true, does that make the Quran true?
No. Okay, let's go back.
No,
Let's
yes or
go.
no?
What?
If the Quran makes a prophecy.
Yeah, if it's
And
not,
that
if it's not,
prophecy
if
turns
it's
out to
not
be
in the
true.
Bible, yes. If it's
Okay.
not in the Bible.
Okay, let me give
Yeah,
you one.
sure.
The Quran talks a lot about the end times. We have.
Yeah, we'll go then time.
No,
We'll
no,
go.
no, no, no. Let me talk.
Let's go finish
no,
this one.
No, let me talk. The Quran talks a lot about the end times.
Okay, what? Give me
You
one.
have minor signs, major signs. For example, one of the signs that it says is that the Bedouin people in the desert will race in creating taller buildings.
Okay.
Where are the tallest buildings
Sure.
in the world now?
Sure. Show me that. Open the eye, then we
Sure,
talk
I
about
can-
it. Yeah.
I can
okay,
open it
yeah,
up for
sure.
you. So.
So we're gonna come back after that, okay?
after Alexandra told me it went up to tell the professor. And I only saw her do it once in that like 5-minute period.
All right. Oh, okay. This is hadith. So, you accept hadith or no?
You said
You
it's
want-
in
you
the
want
Quran.
Quran, sure.
Yeah.
No problem. Let's look at the Quran prophecies.
Yeah, we leave at like 6. They situated like a
I mean, sure. Here's a list of all the prophecies. Do you want
Give me
to
one.
go through everyone?
Give me one.
Okay. Find a good one. Yeah, this is a good one.
Sure.
So,
Shifter.
these all. This one's Hadith.
Wait, I wish I could get a job, but like not like
Let me find you one from the Quran
Sure,
specific.
like it would be like.
Yeah, this is one.
Sure. Chapter
81,
81.
verse 9 through 10. So this is talking about
Sure. Let's go first.
women doing abortion and not being questioned about it,
Okay.
which a long time ago,
Sure. Let's go 81.
Was
Okay.
never.
So which one is that?
81,
Okay. Okay.
9
So
through 10.
here.
So it's going to be down.
okay.
When
so,
the fem-
so my question is that
You didn't
this
even
is
read it.
no. My question is that so who did the prophecy?
Huh?
Who did the prophecy?
Who does the prophecy?
No. Who did the prophecy? This one. We're gonna before we read. So
This
just
is
wanna-
prophesizing that in the future women will have
But
abortion.
who did the prophecy?
Let me answer the question.
Sure.
This is prophesizing that in the future women will have abortions and no one will question it.
But
Which in that time
I say
was
who,
never
who did the prophecy?
the woman. I don't know.
Woman did the prophecy? I
Does
don't
someone
understand.
specifically have to do a prophecy for it to be a prophecy? That's not what a prophecy is.
But she's saying who did this prophecy?
Does one person have to do a prophecy?
Bro, again, who did this prophecy? Is it difficult to answer?
It's not a correct question.
You sure?
I'm 100% sure.
Okay, if
Does
I
a
say
prophecy
that,
need one person?
okay. All right.
Let's change the word. Prediction. Is that a better word?
Prediction? Okay, who did the prediction?
The woman in this time.
So woman is, who is the woman? Who is she?
Do women in this time have abortions?
Bro, I understand that.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no, just
I'm saying I'm
okay,
prophet.
okay,
Okay,
no, hold on,
I'm gonna say prophecy.
I'm
tomorrow.
sorry. I'm
okay.
sorry. You're not. You're
Hold
just
on,
not.
hold on, hold
This
on.
is not. You're not
I'm
being
saying
fair.
I'm
I showed
prediction-
you a
I'm-
verse,
no,
and now
no,
you're
no.
answering me.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm
other
still.
questions.
You're the one
Let's
who said
stick
go
to
to
the
the
topic.
prophecy. Yeah,
Let's
you
stick
said
to
that.
the
Okay.
topic.
I said that after 1 week there's gonna be a war. India and Pakistan gonna be in war. Okay. I prophesied that. Okay. Or
Okay.
a prediction that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So who doing the prediction?
Who's doing the prediction?
Yeah. Or prophecy.
You're doing the prediction.
I'm doing it. That's right. So my question is that who doing this prophecy or prediction?
God.
I'm sorry.
God. God did this prediction.
So God need to be prophesied.
What?
God need to God need to be prophesied something to prove it. This is
No,
a good book. No.
to God it's not a prediction because He knows what's in the future. Who did the prophecy in the Bible?
Isaiah. That's a book of Isaiah. That's a prophet. Isaiah. He did that. So my question is that who did this prophecy?
It's God.
So God did the prophecy.
It's not a prophecy to Him because He knows what's going to happen in the future.
You say that.
I don't
prediction-
understand how this disproves what I'm saying.
Bro, I don't know if you don't want to know that.
Yeah, no,
I told you.
genuinely
You
don't know
asked me
what-
who did the prophecy. That's a Isaiah prophet. He did that prophecy.
You asked
okay?
me. I
So-
asked you a question. If the Quran predicts things, prophesizes things,
Okay.
does
So
that make
let's,
it true?
Let's go. So you say that
said
Allah.
yes.
So you say Allah did that, huh? Allah
So then
did
I
that.
showed you
So Allah did that.
a prophecy.
So I ask you who did that. So you not give me a name. You say Allah did that.
The words are, you're mixing up the words.
Okay, that's fine. I'm mixing it. I just want to make sure clear that.
God doesn't make prophecies because He knows what's going to happen.
You the one earlier said that God did the prophecy. I ask you who did the prophecy.
You
said God.
asked me for prophecies in the Quran. God doesn't.
I didn't ask you. You the one who tried to say that the prophecy in the Quran. I'd say I don't want to go on that topic. Okay, I want to stick
Man,
at
you're
that.
the one that brought this up.
Sure, watch the video, boss. Watch the video, okay? But my question is that, so you're saying that Allah did this prophecy.
And they were like,
What's your definition of prophecy? I want to make sure I'm using the right word.
Prophecy is the who prophet has to bring prophecy.
So it has to be a prophet.
That's what you say. What's the meaning of that? That's what
So
the
then
prophet
it's not
is.
a prophecy. He's telling us what's going to happen in the future, and the fact that it did happen in the future is proof.
But we'll go to that. Okay, we're not started yet. Okay, we're gonna read that. But my question is that
Okay.
I just want to make sure that this prophecy by who?
Well, we just agreed that it's not a prophecy.
You're the one who said that I'm gonna give you the prophecy.
Brother, you pulled up the Bible and said because 700 years before Jesus came.
Prophet Isaiah
Just let me-
did
just
that.
let me
Sure.
talk. You
Okay.
said 700 years before Jesus came. The prophet Isaiah said that, I don't even remember the verse. It was
That the
that's-
child gonna born, and and that's
Sure.
okay. Yeah.
and then that did happen,
Yes.
and therefore the Bible is true,
Sure.
or it's evidence that it's true. So then I ask you a question: if a book, and I use the word prophecy,
Sure.
which let me take it back. That's not the correct word. If a book makes a prediction about something, and that prediction
fine.
ends up to be true,
We'll go the prediction.
Is
We're not
that
done.
evidence?
We did not go yet prediction. Okay. But my
That is
question.
true.
Yeah.
And you
We'll go.
said
We'll go.
yes.
We'll go. But
So
my
now I'm showing
my
you
question is that
a prediction.
Who did the prediction?
God did the prediction.
So God did the prediction. God needs to do that. Okay. Now we're going to say that God did the prediction. Can you show me here? God is showing the prediction, and then we read that.
Okay, this is the difference between the Quran and the Bible. You have
Yeah, there's
40,
a big difference.
40
we agree
yeah,
that. Yeah.
You have
We
40
agree.
authors,
Yes.
and each one of them is writing the message.
Yes.
This doesn't have that. It's not 40 authors. It's just God saying the
So
message.
give me one author name, boss, from here.
Well, I did give you the names, and then
You
you
did
said
not-
no, you don't have to go outside of the Quran.
Yes, I'm asking you to give me something from the Quran.
You want the name of the author in the Quran.
Why not?
The Quran is God's message.
To
Why
who?
would the name of the
To
author
who?
be in the Quran?
To who?
To the people, to the Prophet, to everybody.
Okay, let's go to read this one. So you're saying that Allah said that. So where Allah said that? Okay, where's
Okay,
this prophecy?
you're skipping right back to
Let's
the
go
point.
read then.
You
That's
just
it.
ignored what I said.
Yes, because you're just making a claim which is not true. What you changing your word? First you say that Allah did not do prophecy. Allah did not. So now you're saying Allah did the prophecy. When I say Allah can do prophecy, He need to do prophecy. He said no.
No,
And
no, I'm-
so Allah is a prophet now.
No. I'm not changing anything. I think you're just trying to be like very smart with words, and I'm retracting what I said earlier to be more accurate, and you're just trying to use that.
Okay, who bring the prophecy?
isn't-
Okay, let me ask you, who bring the prophecy?
Who bring the prophet? What does that mean?
Who does the prophecy? All right.
This isn't a prophecy. That's what I said. Because you said to have it be a prophecy, it
Okay,
needs to
so
be a prophet.
it's a prediction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so who does the predictions? Future prediction. That's the same word of prophecy.
But
so who
see,
does?
even the word prediction is wrong because God doesn't predict anything. He's telling us in that time, which was
Did I
in
say
the
the God?
years-
You the one. I said what the prediction and
Brother,
prophecy.
I know. I'm trying to use more accurate words. Stop. There's no reason to do this like got you thing. We're just having a conversation. Just calm down a little bit.
No. You're not here to conversation. You don't wanna. You're not here to learn. You're just here to argue with. I have no problem with that. I'm just see. I told you not to go to any. If
I know,
anything
I
you
don't-
bring the
I
Quran,
don't
you're
think
gonna
I'm here
be
to
a.
argue.
You're gonna be a very unhappy. Anything you're gonna bring from the Quran because see that's you do not know the Quran. I study Quran, bro. I study. You do not know anything you're gonna bring watching video. That's not gonna help you at all, unless you read your Quran. So concern is that anything gonna bring that, you're gonna be very disappointed.
Okay.
Because you're watching video, people they're telling you they're lying to
Sure.
you, and that's why I'm here to don't listen to people. They're lying to you guys.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's rephrase this. If God, in this book, it was the year 650, right? So 1,400 years ago. If God says 1,400 years later, this event will happen, and that event takes place.
I understand if God say that. I have no problem with that, but I have to know that God said that. People they're throwing out stuff. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me rephrase the question again.
Sure.
If this book
This book I don't believe is coming from God.
I know. Let me just finish the sentence. If
Sure.
this book, which came out 1,400 years ago,
Sure.
said in 1,400 years these events will happen, and these events happen.
All right, let's go to the event. First you say Allah.
No.
Okay, let's go to
I'm-
read now.
No.
Go to
I
the
don't-
events.
Let me just ask you. I'm asking you a general question.
Sure.
If those events come out to be true,
True. Yes. I have no problem with that.
what would you say about the book?
Yeah, if there's a one, okay. So Allah is a perfect, that's right. This come from okay. No,
Just
my question.
answer the question,
All right,
please.
my
I-
question.
answer-
no,
answer
my,
a simple
I'm
question.
gonna ask you that. If this book has perfect things, something, all right.
You're not answering my question again.
Oh, we
You
are.
guys
We,
mind if I just listen?
sure, please, yeah, go ahead. And the
You're not
question.
answering my question again.
Yeah, I'm answering your question. What you say that you're saying that if anything you find in the Quran will be is true, became a true. All right. So I understand that. Okay. So that means Allah is a perfect. You right?
Allah is the Arabic word for God.
This
Okay, you
is-
say you're gonna listen
Oh,
that.
sorry,
so
sorry.
if you wanna have a question, just pay attention to what we're talking about. All right? Okay.
You're
So my
still-
question.
This isn't still answering what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm answering that. You say that if anything is here, come as a prophecy and became true, so that means that's coming from God. That's right.
Sure.
Okay. Did you stay on the statement? Okay. If I say that, so that means you believe Allah is perfect.
Yes.
Because we find something here in prophecy was happened 1400 years somebody say that and became true after certain time.
No, that's not the only proof that God is perfect.
No. So God is not perfect. You
God
can
is
laugh
perfect.
as much you want, but
God is perfect.
Okay.
Well,
so
yeah,
you
'cause
so
you're
you
just-
you're,
you're
so,
just
so you
playing
agree.
on my
So
words.
that was asking. So God is perfect. That's right.
God is perfect.
Okay. So this book is coming from God.
Yes.
So this book has to be perfect too for
Correct.
everything, not only one thing.
Sure.
Okay, so if I find you after this one, we talk to other one. If this prophecy never happened, something is falls in here, so that means it's God too.
Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen.
What do you mean that? Okay, what you're saying that we understand. We're going to read this prophecy, and then we will find out. So Allah is a perfect, and whatever He said that is a prophesied. So we will know that He is perfect. That's right.
Just because a prophecy hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. So it's not evidence that God isn't perfect. If something is prophesied in the book,
Okay.
and it hasn't happened yet,
We'll read
that's not
that one.
evidence.
Then we go for the other one. Okay. So now you're saying this is prophesied by. You don't know who did the prophecy. You don't know.
no, I never said that.
So you know that who did prophecy.
This isn't a prophecy because you were claiming that a prophecy can only come from a prophet.
Okay.
I'm telling you
so
the
what-
Quran is written by
okay,
God.
Okay. So what is a prophecy to you? It's prediction for the future.
Well, according to you, it's only from a prophet.
Bro,
So what I'm
my
referring
question-
to is
my
not a prophecy
question-
anymore.
Okay. So who did this prophecy?
It's not a prophecy. You're just saying the same thing over and over and over again.
Okay. If somebody
you're trying
saying
to catch me on the word.
if
It's not gonna
somebody's
work.
saying that 1400s year on that time, and they are saying something for future, what is called?
It can be called.
Can I ask something? Or
Sure.
what are you referring to specifically?
Well, I mean, he showed me the prophecy, right, from Isaiah, which says that it was 700 years before Jesus came, and it was said that he was going to be the Son of God.
Okay.
And then he's claiming that did happen, so it's a prophecy.
Okay.
So now I'm saying just because.
And
Well,
Isaiah,
what I
that
claimed originally was that-
Isaiah prophet did the prophecy.
Sure.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So is there?
Said that.
So you're not referring to anything that's in the Quran. You're referring to Isaiah.
It's
No, now
explaining
we're
that.
talking about the Quran.
Okay.
So he's saying that somebody did the prophecy here,
No,
and
it's-
this.
you're using the same wording
All
then,
right. So tell me
'cause
what is. Okay, tell me what is that. That's why you say that there's a prophecy in the Quran, and I ask him, who did the prophecy?
No, then I took back the word because you said it's a prophecy only if it's from a
so,
prophet.
Okay, so prediction. Okay, so who did this prediction?
But prediction isn't a right word either because it's God. God doesn't predict anything. He knows what's going to happen. That's what I've been telling you for the past 5 minutes.
So who did that, bro?
God wrote this book. Is that what you're asking
That's
me?
what you believe. I
Okay,
showed you.
this
Yeah.
is what I believe.
Yeah,
God, I
yeah.
believe God wrote this book.
But you know what the belief mean? Meaning of belief?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what the belief?
What does it mean?
Do you know or you don't?
I know.
What's that? Tell me then.
You asked me for the definition of belief.
Yes.
Share a set of opinions. You agree
Sorry?
with a set of
Opinion.
of knowledge.
Opinion. There's no evidence. That's somebody's opinion without no evidence.
Okay, so Isaiah, if you don't mind me asking, so
Sure.
what verse are you referring to?
Yeah, we already say that. So let's go continue this one. So continue this one. So
Okay, all right.
so here tell me that again. So tell me which is a prophecy here. If you don't mind, let me finish, and when you go, I'll talk to you. You have enough
Yeah,
time?
I have to go in 5 minutes.
You have a time? Okay.
Yeah, I have a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
have
that's
to go
fine.
in
Okay,
5
so
minutes.
so let's go to that. So we don't know who did this prediction.
No,
And
we know. God. Because again, I believe that God wrote this book.
bro, but believe it, there's no evidence. And you don't have evidence. You're saying that.
Well, when I said
I'm gonna
God
proving
wrote
you.
this
I'm
book, you
proving,
said this is just
I'm
a
proving,
belief.
I'm proving you because
It's like no matter what I say, you can't let it happen.
You're proving me. You're proving me what I told you. There is opinion, but that there's no evidence. But that's exactly
How
you
does that-
saying. Okay,
how does that
let me
prove it?
finish it. Let me. So I'm asking you who did that. So you don't have any evidence. You don't have any proof.
No, I'm saying God
There's no
made
proof.
this.
But
God
where
made this
the God
prediction.
made it? So that's I'm asking for proof.
Well, I showed you the verse that said.
Which is what?
Calm down. I showed you the verse that said, "I revealed to you the message."
No,
and
I'm
then
not
you
talking
said-
about that verse. I'm not talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
here.
Yeah, you're not
Here,
talking about
here.
it.
Here,
Exactly.
we are in a different chapter.
No, exactly.
We are in
Because
the
you
dip-
keep jumping around.
No, you're the one who bring this one.
You asked me how
Bro,
how can I
okay.
prove that God made this prediction, right? Earlier on in our conversation, I showed you a verse which said, "Believe in what I have revealed to you," and then you said, "No, that's not evidence. You have to show me."
You're going back to there. I'm talking about this one. This prediction is who did that prediction?
God did the
Allah
prediction.
did that. Okay, I'll take it at for just for sake of
Sure.
argument. Okay, so tell me where is that prophecy? What is that prophecy here?
I explained to you already.
No, I did not.
It's-
We did not.
I did. You just weren't
No,
listening.
read that for me, please. I just want my brother
Sure,
can also.
sure. It was
so tell me which is the
verse-
prophecy here.
Verse, let's see, right here. When the female infant buried alive is questioned for what crime she was killed.
Okay.
This is a prophecy. This is back in the year 600. Not a prophecy, sorry, a prediction.
It's the same thing.
1,000
Prediction and prophecy is the same thing. bro.
Sure, I don't know, you're
You
using
can,
the
You can
words-
switch here from here like that is same
Sure,
thing. All right.
1,400 years later.
But
now.
where's it that's going to be a prophecy 1,000 years and this is I mean I don't understand. Can you explain it please? I did not.
Did Isaiah say in 700 years Jesus will come?
No. I did not. He never said the time. But Jesus came.
So now you're
All
asking me for
yeah.
the time.
So no, Jesus came. Particular Jesus. He's talking about one person. All right. Okay. So here. Let's go to this one.
So
Don't go
a
to.
prophecy has to be about one person.
No. I'm not talking about the
so
particular
what's the
person. No.
problem?
I just want to know this prophecy to explain to me, please. Here, I just want to make sure because I did not believe me that I did not read this.
But what's
I
your
don't remember.
what's your question?
So tell me what prophecy is there. Read
Sure,
that.
no,
May
go
I
ahead.
answer
I want.
first?
Yeah.
So these refer to things that will happen like on the day of judgment, like when it says the female child that was buried alive. This is not a prediction for now.
Oh, okay.
This is
So now
prediction
it's a
for the
good
day of
question.
judgment.
So it's nothing happened yet.
No, that from that specific verse.
Okay, so he's saying that is happening right now, but he's saying that's
No,
gonna.
no, no, that's literally not what I'm saying. I'm saying just because it hasn't happened yet.
No,
doesn't mean it's not
this
true.
is not happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't.
I'm sorry. Here go. Read that one for me, please. Let's see. Let's say you said that's gonna happen on the judgment day. That's right.
No, but I'm saying there's other.
There's
That's not an
different-
accurate. Why are you guys focusing on that one? That's not something that's.
ask your brother. What's your name, brother?
Majd.
Huh?
Majd.
Majd.
No,
Majd
I'm
is-
sure he didn't say that that's something that happened already. That's for the day of judgment.
But he says the prophecy. We don't know. That's why we started. Just a minute ago we started. So just
Okay.
tell me. Read that for me.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. Just because it hasn't happened yet.
So this is
doesn't
not
mean it's-
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, read that for me, bro. Okay. Hold on one second. Let her go this way.
I have to go in like 1 minute. I have class.
Okay, so tell me, what is that? Read me which one the prophecy start from.
Right here.
When the soul are.
No, when the female infant buried alive is questioned for what crime she was killed.
Okay, what's that mean here? Could you explain that, please? What's that mean?
I don't know. I think I misrepresented it. I think
that means. Could I answer?
Sure. I mean, let him answer because he's the one who.
No,
I'll ask you. Once he go, I'll talk to you.
No,
okay?
I'll
Yeah.
return in a little bit also. Like I'll leave with him.
No, don't
I'll
run.
come
Don't
back.
run. No,
No, I'm not running.
You're
I have to
running.
go to class first.
You're gonna come back?
I'll come back inshallah.
You're not a Muslim, huh?
No, I am.
Well, Muslim don't tell the truth, man. They don't believe. I mean, I don't trust Muslim because they say that they don't come. But anyway, I'll wait for you because you say that you're gonna come back. So I consider you not a Muslim. So because if you're Muslim, you're not gonna come back. I can tell you. I bet you. I do all day long this thing. Out of 100 Muslims, they say they're gonna come back. Probably one person come.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I'll wait for you. Okay. So tell me, bro. Let's go to finish this one quickly. So I know you have to go.
why so like aggressive? There's no reason for this.
Because you guys lies, man. This is a problem. That's why you guys keep lying it. This is a problem. I hate those people. They lie.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
How about rather than come back, I'll just try to answer like what
No,
you're
we can wait for
asking him.
that. No, what? No,
Yeah,
let's
I
go.
want to hear.
No, so
Oh, you want to hear?
I have to go.
This
but-
is not specifically. This
No,
is not a prophecy.
You don't know what we're talking about, so we're going to go back to your vision. But I want to make sure that leave Islam, boss, as soon as possible.
No, that's not gonna happen.
You want
I'm
to shake
sorry.
hand or no?
Not for leaving Islam. You want to shake hands for
Yeah,
having a
shake hand. Yeah, I
conversation?
say that.
Sure.
Leave Islam because whatever you're claiming is that they've been lied to you, boss. I can tell you that. And
don't
I can.
think-
I'm here Wednesday and
think the
Thursday.
same-
Come
the
back.
same- the same
no, that's
questions-
not.
the
That's
same
not. No,
questions
don't
that
go to
you
the
asked
Bible.
me
You don't
about
have
the
no.
Bible,
You don't have no idea about the Bible. You don't have your idea about the Quran, and you're jumping to the other one because you're listening other people. That's fine. There's no problem. There's no problem. But please read your Quran first, okay? Thoroughly read. Stop watching the YouTube. They are lying to you. Read the Quran yourself first. And let's say whenever we open it, you'd say, I don't, it's something different, something
Sure, I
different.
wanna hear this, though,
Yeah.
'cause I have to
Okay.
go.
What you about? So why are you Muslim, brother? Let's go to because of this topic. So why are
No,
you Muslim?
I'm curious.
Oh, you pick any question from here.
No,
so we
no, I'm
can-
curious. What was the point you were trying to make?
That's
here?
a long. We have been talking for almost an hour.
Continue
So
the discussion.
no. So we can go to pick one. What you are question? You are Muslim.
No, no,
Pick a-
I'll be back in a little bit, inshallah. So I'll see you in a
Okay.
little bit.
I hope you are not a Muslim, because the Muslim lie. I'm just challenging you right now.
Okay.
What's your name?
Omar.
Umar. Okay, Umar. I'll wait for you. Okay. Thank you.